Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Capricorn, we are going to do an update on single life. So let's have a look. What is it that you need to know regarding single life? Any messages, actions you need to take, who's coming towards you, anything at all that you need to know. And I am basing this from now until the end of the year also. So what do you need to know from now until the end of the year? Anything at all, please. Okay, so we've got one card. We've got the Page of Cups. 2 and 3. Okay. What do we have, Capricorn? We've got the Page of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. Interesting. And also the Page of Wands. Capricorn, I don't know what you're doing, but I feel like there are people that want your attention. We have 2 pages here. So there is the potential that there is more than one person that really wants to get your attention. This is someone that's being very triggered by emotions. We have this other person here that's being very triggered to take action. In other words, be the first one to say, let's go out, let's go here, let's do this. So I'm definitely going to say in terms of single life, I feel like it's going to get really exciting from now until the end of the year. You know, there's going to be a lot of parties, a lot of Christmas invitations coming through. And I feel that there are people that really want your attention, Capricorn. And they may be just fighting for your attention. And you know what? Sometimes it can be quite flattering if people do want to fight over us. So, Corn, these are your messages in terms of single life here. Definitely say any invitations that do come your way. If it feels right, go for it. Why not? But these are really, really good cards. So be very, very discerning, of course. And I definitely feel, Capricorn, you're going to be looking at certain people in terms of your expectations, what you look for in a person. Ultimately, you will make the right decision for yourself. Thank you, Capricorn. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Aries, let's get straight into it. We're looking for updates in terms of single life from now until the end of the year. What can we expect? Any messages? Who's coming towards us? What do you need to do? What do you need to be aware of? Let's get started. Interesting. These 2 cards jumped together, so I'll accept that. 2, 3. Okay. So these 2 cards are together. So we have the Queen of Pentacles along with the Nine of Cups here. So as we move towards the end of the year, yes, there's going to be a lot of parties, work parties, Christmas parties, all of it. Yeah. Have fun, Aries. Any invitations that come your way, say yes. Have fun here. Because what do we have here? We have the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, this is definitely someone that has a lot of good qualities of an earth sign. You know, they're very grounded. You know, they do love traditional family values. They also like stability too. When it comes to financial stability. Wow. So we also have the Emperor and also the 7 of Wands here. So if we look at the Emperor actually is represented by Aries energy here. So the Emperor is Aries. I always feel like we need to step up. We need to take charge. We need to lead. Remember, Aries are natural born leaders, despite what you may think. Aries have that knack to make decisions and go for it. And the 7 of Wands is kind of like telling, hey, you know, Aries, if you had to fight for something, what would it be? If you had to like tell someone, you know what, hold my drink, I need to go and talk to that someone, would you have the confidence to do so? Because this card is telling you, you know what, sometimes we've got to take chances in life, even if the other person rejects us or accepts us. So Aries, I feel now, moving forward towards the end of the year, if you see someone that you like, go for it. Take a chance. The worst thing anyone can say is no. It's like, okay, it's their loss, not your loss. But there will be lots of parties. There will be, and I feel like because we've got the Queen of Pentacles and someone like yourself, Aries, as the Emperor, I feel like both of you are on the same wavelength here. Both of you have certain expectations. Both of you have certain, you know, values that you look for in a person. So this is amazing. And I would definitely say, Aries, Perhaps there is a situation that may present itself and you've got to just go for it and say yes, see where it leads. It's got great cards here. Thank you so much, Aries. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Gemini, we are looking for single life update. What's the update? What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year? So let's get an update for Gemini, please. What does Gemini need to know from now and until the end of the year, please? Regarding single life, is it someone coming towards Gemini? Anything at all that she or he needs to know, please? So, like the cards do have interesting that the Queen of Swords has jumped out with the Ten of Wands. Now, Gemini, I know that you are a multitasker. You're always building something. You're always doing something. If you're not studying, you're working or building an empire or you're building an enterprise. You're doing something all the time. Okay. Okay, Gemini, let's first start with these two. Obviously, these two are grouped together. Oh my God. You know, it's very interesting, Gemini. Every time do your reading, just nothing surprises me anymore. You're either traveling or you're building something or doing something creative. Anyway, let's get started here. Now, Gemini, some of you are doing so much, probably working 4 or 5 jobs. You're studying, trying to save up money. You're trying to make a life for yourself. You're doing everything. Never ever underestimate the Queen of Swords because you, Gemini, represent the Queen of Swords. You've been through hell and back, but yet you still show up. Sometimes if you were to tell someone your life story, most likely someone would say, you know what, damn, I would have given up 10 years ago. Oh, no way. But you still show up. You still push forward. Now, Gemini, this isn't the first time or the second or the third. Slow down because this card, I get it that you're doing so much. Geminis are multitaskers. They've got the gift of the gap. You can do so much. But just be careful to slow down because I feel like you're trying to complete something before the end of the year. Could be studies, could be that book, could be that business, that side hustle that you're trying to do. Because we've got the sun, this sun can represent the summer months. And I feel like you're trying to complete something very quickly because you're just doing so much. Anyway, look at the Six of Wands and also the Chariot. I'm going to be honest with you, Gemini. I don't know why, but I feel you are somehow connected with this person that you're supposed to meet through your career. I'm not feeling it online. I mean, listen, if you want to do online dating, keep your options open. But I'm also picking up, you see, the Six of Wands, that's the card of victory, especially for those who are studying, graduating, getting victory with that side hustle, getting victory with that business, that course. You're doing something. And the thing is, Gemini, you're very skillful, very talented, despite what you may think. Yes, you're so intelligent. You are. And you've got the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is the card of moving forward. It's a major arcana. Like I said, I feel that somehow this person is somehow connected with either your hobbies, your projects, your career. And as you start to move forward, definitely well into even next year, and you may even travel also next year, Gemini, most likely you'll meet this person they're either in a different country or a different state or in a very close neighborhood. Doesn't necessarily have to be by plane, but maybe just, oh my God, I live in the other suburb. It's just you're traveling. It's this. Look at it. We've got the beautiful sunshine here. I feel, Gemini, you may be just surprised through all your hard work that everything happens all at once. You'll meet that person, you'll graduate, or you'll finally get that startup. It's just going to happen at once. But you deserve the victory, Gemini. A lot of people will not see that. They're going to just see overnight victory because sometimes this card can also mean there's a bit of jealousy. Don't worry, Gemini, screw that. You keep doing what you were doing because you're on the roll, but please just slow down a little bit. This is the card of exhaustion also. When you're tired, mentally, physically, spiritually. Slow down, Gemini. Everything will fall into place. Have a great weekend, Gemini, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. So, Leo, we're doing singles. What's the update? What do you need to know from now until the end of the year? So let's have a look. We're going towards now the end of the year. What is that you need to know? Can we catch any energies for next year also? Anything at all that you need to know? Let's get started. Leo, single life, what's the update, please? From now until the end of the year, please. Anything at all? What do we need to know? Hopefully we get some major arcanas too. Okay, we've got 1, 2, slow down, Leo, and 3. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so interesting. Leo, when you're at your busiest, when you're frazzled, when you're like, what? That's when it happens. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a really big career card. We're working hard, we're striving towards something. This also means going towards your ultimate dream life. Yes, you can Google it. I love the Ten of Pentacles. So this person probably can be connected with your career or something that you're working very hard towards. Now, Leo, I do need you to slow down. I just did, when I see this, I can see going towards a burnout, mental exhaustion, tired, can't even get up. Slow down because, Leo, is there someone? Oh, yeah, there is someone. See, we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is more than a king. The Emperor is all the kings wrapped up in one. This is someone of leadership, is not afraid to make difficult decisions, very ambitious. Usually into traditional tarot, the Emperor is wearing armor. So they are protective, they are loyal, they're a fighter, and the Emperor is definitely someone that you can trust too. Now, Leo, here, what I'm seeing too, there could be some sort of connection here with work. There could be some sort of relation, some sort of link, maybe direct or indirect here. I feel like, Leo, you're very, very busy because as you can see, you're pushing forward. So as we go near towards the end of the year, I feel like you want to complete a lot. You have to get everything in order before the year ends. I get that. But Leo, don't forget to stop and look around you. There's always someone. There is. Sometimes when we're at our busiest, we don't realize who is looking at us. So advice, Leo, this could definitely be connected with somehow your projects, your career, your side hustle. And there definitely is someone. This is Aries energy. So moving forward even. And even as we go towards Aries season, it's going to change. So make sure you slow down also. Just for help. Look around because there is always someone that is looking at us. Thank you so much, Leo. Have a wonderful day and power to you. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to the All Signs, your bonus weekend tarot reading. So, Sagittarius, we are going to be looking at singles. Let's update with single life. What's that you need to know from now until the end of the year? We are getting towards the end of 2025. What is it that you need to know, please? Singles, please. Okay, we've already got one card that really wants to jump out. We have this one. Oh, now these two cards wanted to jump out, but I'm going to accept that. These two are together. Okay, so what do we have? Six of Cups. The World. Yeah. Eight of Swords with the Hierophant. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. So, Sagittarius. The Six of Cups has a couple of meanings. But your next relationship is it will first be established as a friendship. But it's going to be beautiful. The Six of Cups is the card of friendship. Someone extending that olive branch, this can mean a couple of things. Someone new, someone that you have a past life connection, but also someone from your past that you haven't heard from in a very, very long time. Could be a friend. But you also have the world. What I love, Sagittarius, is that with the world, you are wrapping things up. You are finally closing a cycle of your life. You've gone through the moon, you've gone through the tower, you've gone through all sorts of major events in your life, and you're reaching a junction point where this is it. You have to start the next phase in your life. Your old self needs to die so your new self can start the next phase. Because this rolls over to, of course, Aries energy, number 0. And what do we have here? The Hierophant and also the Eight of Swords. So what needs to wrap up? What needs to finish in your life? First of all is this, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can also show when we are very closed off from the world. We don't really, we don't try to talk to people, or we may have strong boundaries. People can sometimes sense if we are very closed off. No. I need you to start telling yourself a different story, Sagittarius, because you're better than that, Sagittarius. You are. You've got the Hierophant. You've got 2 major arcanas here. The Hierophant, represented by Taurus and Libra energy, shows marriage, shows commitment, shows traditional values here. Sagittarius, you just may meet your next person in a more traditional sense, in person. It can be online if you still want to keep your options open, yes. But it is possible to meet someone more in a traditional sense, face to face. It could be at a party, family gatherings. It could also be a church. So Hierophant, even if you look at traditional tarot cards, we've always seen a church, people getting married. We've got the priest here marrying 2 people. You may even meet someone that's getting married. So keep your options open. But what I do love, Sagittarius, is that you're ready to close your old self and start the next phase of your life. You're wrapping things up, getting everything ready to start your new life. So Sagittarius, moving forward, any invitations that do come your way, just say yes. Even old friends that may reach out to you, if it feels right, say yes. Let's not restrict ourselves so much with the Eight of Swords, because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Let's not allow that. Let's open up our energy so people start to come in. Thank you, Sagittarius. Have a wonderful day and power to you. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Scorpio, let's get started. We are going to be looking at singles here. What's the update? What's it that you need to know from now until the end of the year? Let's see what energies come up, messages, anything at all you need to be aware of. So let's get started, Scorpio. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups. 5 of Wands. Too much. Okay. Also the Knight of Cups. Scorpio, you are getting quite the attention here. And I feel like there's definitely this knight that really wants to fight for your attention. So we have the Six of Cups, close to the 5 of Wands. So let's first look at the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the card of friendship. It's, if we look at this beautiful card here, we have a, more mature owl giving a cup to an owl here. This could suggest that an old friend that you haven't heard from in a while, perhaps inviting you to go out, reaching out to you. And what's happening too, I'm not seeing that someone is trying to fight you. I'm not seeing that. But what I am seeing that there is a lot of competition. There's a lot of people that want your attention, Scorpio. They see you as someone of value here. They find you attractive. They're feeling very, very drawn to you. You're like a magnet, Scorpio, because here we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor. This is someone that wants to make the move. They want to make a very, very beautiful, loving gesture here. So remember, all knights is about of course, changes, opportunities, transitions. And I would definitely say, Scorpio, that any invitations that do come your way, say yes. Say yes. I also feel that, Scorpio, you're going to be making a decision from your heart regarding this person because it feels just right here. But you may have even, and if this is a friend, there may be certain things that you do need to settle, that you need to discuss. Almost like, is there like unresolved issues? Can be like that. I'm not really feeling like huge issues, but Scorpio, this is beautiful. We have the Knight of Cups. There is definitely love coming towards you. Definitely say yes. Thank you, Scorpio. Power to you, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot Readings. Taurus, with your bonus weekend tarot reading, we're looking at singles. What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year? Well, let's get started, Taurus. Let's see, what are the messages regarding single life? What is it that you need to know now until the end of the year? 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. Let's have a look. We have the Sun, 8 of Swords. Also the Hermit. Now, Taurus, the Sun is a very, very beautiful card. It's a very, very happy. It's healing after heartbreak. You know, the Sun always brings healing. It brings abundance. And these cards, especially these two, they're kind of like more together. This card is more separate. Depending where you are in the world, and as we go towards more the end of the year, there's going to be more events, invitations to go to, Christmas parties, work functions, all that stuff here. To start bringing back your light, Taurus, say yes. Say yes to any invitations to come your way. And if you do, we've got these two cards. Sometimes with the Hermit and also the 8 of Swords can show that we have strong boundaries. Sometimes we don't want to let certain people in because we don't want to get hurt. We're afraid of getting hurt again. We're afraid of putting ourselves in a vulnerable position. I get that, Taurus. But sometimes you've got to also think about, with the Hermit, you're ready now to come out of your cave and leave single life behind. You're ready to do that. The Hermit says that, Taurus, you are a much wiser person versus how you were perhaps 2 years ago. You have changed, you have evolved. And everything that has happened so far has been a huge life lesson. You know better. You know how to spot those red flags. You know what to watch out for, especially if someone's trying to bullshit you or gaslight you. You know better. So, Taurus, it's okay to put your guard down. It's okay to bring down your walls and start to see what is out there. Because again, this shows you have been contemplating quite a lot, especially regarding relationships that have been a complete disappointment. And I get it. But you can find true happiness now if you just let this go and start to go to, if you look at this card very, very well, it's in the outdoors. We're surrounded by beautiful sunflowers. Even just going out to different places you don't usually go to. Because I'm seeing the sunflowers, it could be at festivals, fields, countrysides, weekends away can bring a lot of happiness and new experiences. So you've already contemplated, but now it's time to take some action now, Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. Have an amazing day and power to you. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. So, Pisces, let's get started. We're looking at single life. Let's get an update. What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year? Let's get started, Pisces. Let's have a look at the updates. Okay. 1. Excellent. We have the Wheel of Fortune. 2. 2 of Swords. Ooh, nice. And the Magician. Excellent. Pisces, consider yourself extremely lucky. The Wheel of Fortune shows, it's telling you that everything's all about divine timing. You don't need to worry about anything. Is love coming towards you? Yes, it is. The Wheel of Fortune is like luck. You're surrounded by fortune in all areas of your life. not just love, friendship, family, travel. But we also have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, Pisces, can show analysis paralysis. We're unsure about this magician because you've got to trust that magic can happen in your life. You have to believe it. That the Two of Swords can show that sometimes we're afraid of getting hurt again or afraid of making the wrong decision. But you have manifested for love to come. You have all the tools and the resources to do it. If the magician comes up in a love spread, it can show that you're going to meet the one. So is life going to change? Yes. Yes, it is. Anything that falls into your lap, just, random invitations. Consider yourself very, very lucky. Go with the flow. Trust the situation. Trust the process, Pisces. And you will see for yourself that love is there. Love is waiting for you. Go for it. Sometimes even with the Two of Swords, we may get invited somewhere and we're like, I don't know if I want to go. Say yes to everything, please. Thank you so much, Pisces. Have an amazing day and power to you. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Cancer, let's get started. Let's have a look at single life. What's the update? What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year? Let's start right now. Let's get 3 cards. What are we seeing? We're seeing this card. Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, right. Cancer, you need to make a decision regarding someone here. So Cancer, we've got the Two of Wands. Cancer, you cannot make a wrong decision. You will reach a crossroad, metaphorically, and you will need to make a decision. But this decision, you're going to make it with passion because you just know it's so right for you. The Fool is telling you, go for it. Take a leap of faith. Come what may. The fact that it's next to the King of Swords, it's showing me that very soon that you will be taking a chance on someone. And the King of Swords is definitely someone that definitely you'll have a conversation with. Because the King of Swords is, they're all communicators. It's an air sign. They love to communicate. The sword is pointing up. There will never ever be a dull moment with this person. The King of Swords may also be in a high position, but they never abuse their power. They don't. Because the King of Swords does like to see results. They hate injustice too. So, Cancer, what you need to know now until the end of the year that there will be change. But in 2026, especially around Aries season, keep an eye out. Like that's around March and April. Keep a lookout because there will be changes, from now. And as we even evolve into the new year for 2026, there's going to even be more changes. Say yes to everything, decisions, if you get a decision where someone is inviting you out, they say, let's go here, say yes, take a leap of faith, take more chances too, because there definitely is love for you. It is possible that the King of Swords may be divorced. Definitely single, yes, because this always suggests someone that is single. And they may already be divorced, but they're ready now to receive love. They're ready now. They want to be with someone. Thank you, Cancer. Have an amazing day and power to you. Hello, Libra, and welcome to the All Signs Tarot reading. Let's get started, Libra. We are looking at single life here. What's the update? What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year, please? We have the Emperor. Okay. 3. Excellent. So Libra, we do have the Knight of Swords. We have the Emperor and also the Judgment card. Wow, this person is very, very sure about you. They're making a very, very quick decision here. So what do we know about Knights? Knights are all about changes, offers, transitions, and of course, opportunities. We have the fastest moving Knight. And what do we get? What are we picking up here? We have a Court card and 2 major arcanas. Yeah, this is already I feel like this is already set in stone that this person is coming, but they're coming pretty fast. The Emperor, it's not just an emperor. The emperor represents all the kings wrapped up in one. This is definitely someone that is quite the leader. They like to make decisions. They like to lead. They just do it naturally. And the emperor, they're not afraid to fight for something that they love. And we also have the judgment card. Now, the judgment card is, of course, I feel like this person is almost like they're judging you, Libra. They're making a judgment decision regarding you. It's like they're observing you and they're like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send a message, or I'm going to like this person's pictures, whatever it is. But they are making a mental decision just by looking at you, and they're going for it. I feel like they're judging you and they're saying, yep, this is the person. I definitely want to see where this goes. I like what I'm looking at. This person is kind of like holding you in high regard. They see you, but they're holding you in high regard because they value what they see. So overall, Libra, you've got some pretty good cards. These are really good cards. I'm very proud. There's a lot to look forward to. The fact that we have 2 major arcanas, it's showing that a lot is happening in the background that you cannot see. But anyone that does come to you, any invitations, anyone that sends you a message, be open to the idea, because we do have a Knight here and they're coming pretty fast. Thank you so much, Libra. Have an amazing day. And of course, I'll see you next time. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Aquarius, let's get started. We are looking at singles. What's the update? What is it that you need to know, please? What do you need to know from now until the end of the year? You know what's interesting? It's already jumped out. The 10 of Swords. I know you've hit rock bottom before. You've been completely disappointed. You've been let down from certain people, actually. Not just like exes, but also friends. I'm picking that up. It's been a bit of a disappointment, but let's see. What is it that you need to know? What do you need to know, Aquarius? Single life now until the end of the year. Let's have a look. What we have? Got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Another Knight. Knight of Wands. Damn. And also the Aquarius. Definitely more than one person here. Sorry. Popular. Okay, let's talk. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. 2 different knights. We've got the slowest moving knight, and we also got the second fastest moving knight. Which one's better, right? The Knight of Pentacles is considered the most reliable knight. They value who you are as a person, as an individual. They value your independence, your intelligence. They love what you see, and they also value friendship. The Knight of Wands can be very flirtatious. They can come with a lot of passion too. They may want answers in the moment. It is a call to action. As an example, they may say, do you want to go out? And you're like, oh, I'll see. Yes or no? Well, this person, may say something like, you know what? Let's go for a coffee. It's more like a very friendship. They're trying to suss you out. They're trying to find out more about you. So don't get me wrong. The Knight of Wands is also a great option too. They're just ruled a lot by they're ruled by the fire sign. They're very passionate. The Knight of Pentacles is ruled by the earth sign, someone that's more grounded. So what do we have? 3 of Cups. Aquarius, do yourself a favor, okay? Because 3 Cups also represents 3 months too. Even now, until 2026, you're going to have a great year. Any invitations that do come your way, I don't care how big, how small, if it's online, in person, say yes to everything. Because you may be just surprised where these people can come from. I personally feel it's more related to work. This one's more related, could be related to more projects, hobbies, going to the gym, attending community situations and events. I don't know why. I'm feeling more this one. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I feel that you will be picking probably the Knight of Pentacles. Why am I saying that? Aquarians are very humanitarian, very intelligent. Sometimes Aquarians can be scientists, they can be politicians, they can be soldiers, they can be the president. Do you understand? Like Aquarians aim high, they do. And sometimes just your intelligence is so attractive. It's not so much based on looks sometimes. It's not. But I see wonderful times. I see socializing, having fun, and just letting go. Letting go of any barriers, letting go of any insecurities, no longer to pretend, just being you. Show the world who you are, Aquarius, because you're definitely a keeper. So Aquarius, wow, excited. It's beautiful. Congratulations, Aquarius. Have an amazing day and power to you. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your bonus weekend tarot reading. Let's get started. We are looking at single life. What is it that you need to know from now until the end of the year, please? Anything at all? What are the messages? What do you need to know, please? What do we have? Okay, got the Five of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Two of Wands. Okay. Virgo, I feel that you're going to have to make a decision regarding someone that you're going to already get a couple of signs very, very early on. You can't rely on them. I'm going to be very, very honest here. Be very discerning who comes up to you. Be very discerning, who promises too much, but in the end, they're just words, Action speaks louder than words. So here we've got the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles can show when there is a lack of support. Someone says, hey, let's go out tomorrow, but then they cancel, or you just don't hear from them. They ghost you. They abandon you. Missing in action. So there is a lack of support and a letdown with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords can show when someone betrays you. They say that they're going to take you out, but you find out, perhaps as an example, they're going out with someone else. This can also show that you meet someone, yes, but you're realizing that they're still on a dating app. That sucks. It does. However, Virgo, you're going to make the right decision to sever ties with the losers. You're going to see straight away, this person's playing me. This person's wasting my time. Don't ignore those little red flags. Don't ignore how people behave and how they make you feel. Because there is always a difference how you feel about someone versus how they make you feel. They're making you feel unsupported. They're making you feel sad and feeling, there are knives stabbed behind your back, then they're not good. No. So it's always good to be upfront from the beginning. It's always good to be upfront. But you will be making a decision here. What decision is that? Yep, walking away. Eight of Cups. You're going to be very, very quick, Virgo, to turn your back on certain people that you may meet along the way because you just know they're not right for you. You know that they're just time wasters. And where are you going towards? Yeah, you're going towards something better. You're going towards the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Also with the King of Swords. So there definitely is someone. Virgo, I just feel like there are some people that you may go out, you want to give them a chance, but you're going to know straight away. You're going to see it. That they're just time wasters. Perhaps it's all about them. Oh, I got to do my social media. Whatever it is. You're just going to see that you're not on the same level. And when you're not on the same level, it means we got to aim higher. Virgo, not aim lower. Got to aim higher. They may pretend to show some sort of profile online, but it's not who they are on the inside. So who they are externally versus who they are internally, two different things. So Virgo, just be very, very discerning who you go out with. If you immediately already see that there is a lack of support, don't ignore it. Speak up, use your voice, take action, move on, because they're only going to just waste your time, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. Have an amazing day and power to you.